Okay, 1 second, everybody. Okay, 1 second, everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Boyd, what's up? Okay, 1 second, everybody. Hopefully you guys can hear me. All right, we are in business. Void, how have you been? Well, it has been a while since I've done a podcast. Uh, as you know, it is the Godfather of VR, the ageless one of the man, Lincoln Clay, coming back at you with a podcast. You guys are sort of guinea pigs. It's been a while since I've done a podcast. I've been tinkering around with a few things. You know, it's I've reached an all-time frustration with my streams, with them being blurry and being choppy, and I've tried to do a series of things to try to, alleviate some of that. And I've gone to a two PC stream as far as my PC, because the big thing is I didn't realize how much encoding taxes a PC. Streaming to YouTube, on top of how much VR games tax your PC. So I felt like my gaming PC was literally being put in a chokehold, playing VR games and streaming from the same PC. So I tried to go with a two PC setup to try to take some pressure off of the gaming PC, and I went with OBS Studio. And I would probably say, for the most part, the streams have looked smoother, but some streams are still blurry. Um, but the glaring issue that was staring at me using OBS Studio is that when I come to this PC that I'm sitting at right here, and I cast into the Air Receiver app, it's hit or miss. Some of the streams have sound, some of them do not. So I have come back to OBS Streamlabs to try to see what I can do to try to reduce the choppiness, because the sound has always been there. And and one of the things that I'm trying right now is disabling the preview window, and it puts it into performance mode. And so looking at the stream, it looked like it wasn't as choppy. Boyd, what's up? So, yeah, looking at the video in the background, it's not as choppy. So, but still, um, I'm not gonna make this just totally waste your time. I guess I can take a minute to talk about my roadmap for 2021. We'll start off by talking about the podcast, Live from Wakanda podcast that I was supposed to do with Craig Harris, has been tentatively rescheduled for tomorrow. Craig Harris had to entertain some guests, so we had to reschedule it. And we are looking to do this sometime tomorrow. And some of the topics that I would like to talk about, addressing the big elephant in the room, the Cyberpunk 77 debacle. Also talk about the PS5 as well as the Xbox Series X. The ridiculousness of the console war, and just how I never thought it would get to where it's at right now. Those kind of things. So I can't give you a time frame on when we're going to do that. Just all I can tell you is that right now it is tentatively rescheduled for tomorrow. I am off all week, so I plan on enjoying this. Also, my Godfather of VR channel, I know I haven't done any podcasts on that channel in a while. Uh, you know how it is with me. In addition to me working a lot, I don't exactly practice good sleeping habits. Get out of work, take a nap, wake up at around 10 o'clock. By then, I don't want to do a podcast that late. At that point, all I can do is get up, um, get some things done for the next day, cook, uh, lay out my clothes for the next day, get myself ready for work in the morning. So, because of that, I haven't been able to do podcasts the way I want, but I definitely promise I will do something from the Godfather of VR channel this week because I really do want to grow that channel. But I think in the meantime, I'm going to do podcasts on that channel and the Let's Plays. I think at the moment I'm still going to do them from this channel because I am still trying to attract the attention of devs. And a couple of devs have, commented on the streams and thanked me for playing their game. So to me, that's a start because it lets me know that even though my channel is very small, the devs are watching to see who's streaming their games. So I'm hoping to get back into that motion of contacting devs to get review copies of games because there is a ton of games that I want to play, but living off of a blue collar income as well as my obligations, raising a son, all that kind of stuff, I don't have money to blow left and right. So I have to pick and choose my moments of what games that I plan to buy and what games to try to reach out to devs for dev keys, and we'll go from there. So as far as my roadmap for 2021, speaking of the frustration that I was speaking of with my streams, the first thing I'm going to do after Christmas is add more RAM to my gaming PC. From there, I'm going to decide whether or not to upgrade that PC and put a 3070 in it and put an i9 10900K in it, or just build another PC altogether. And if I build another PC altogether, I'm still going to go with the i9 10900K, and I'm looking to put a 3080 in it, and as well as 32 gigs of RAM. That seems to be the standard when you got a PC that powerful. I'll put 32 gigs of RAM in it at least, and because I want these VR games, especially the racing sims. I would say for the most part, most of the racing sims that I play, they run fairly smooth. There's a set of course of competition. That's the trouble spot right there. To me, it doesn't look all that good in VR, and it runs a little bit skittish. And after seeing a few other videos, I think I'm convinced that my PC may not be powerful enough to run it at a high level. Currently, I'm working with an i7 9700K as well as a RTX 2070. For the most part, my PC runs most VR games pretty good, actually, with a few exceptions. And I want to be able to upgrade my PC or build another one to be able to address those troublesome games. Also, as far as my stream goes, the PC that I'm sitting at right now probably has about as much power as an office PC. I think the only advantage over an office PC that this one might have is that it came standard with 12 gigs of RAM. After, I don't know, maybe in the next couple of months, I plan on either going to Craigslist, offer up those kind of sites, and try to find a used gaming PC so I can use it as a streaming PC. One of the things that I looked at is buying a refurbished gaming PC from Walmart. I've seen that. Probably get one for around $250. So that's something else that I might look into. But I still think I need to get a second PC, because I know two PC streams have been around for a while, but I want to take as much pressure as possible off of the gaming PC. So in the meantime, I'm doing what I can to reduce blur, that kind of stuff, in my streams. So that's part of the reason for this test stream right now, is because on this particular stream right here, I have jumped back into Streamlabs OBS and I've turned off the preview window, which takes it into performance mode. So when I looked at the stream through my phone, the video playing in the background is running smooth, but there's still a little bit of blur there. So but I'll go back and have a second look at it at the conclusion of this podcast. So that is my roadmap for 2021. The bottom line is to get higher quality streams. I've seen some racing sim streams that look pretty good. They were pretty clear, and they clearly looked like they were moving at 60 frames per second. That is another thing. Also, is I think also as part of trying to put this entire 2 PC stream thing together. At some point, I'm going to have to get a capture card, so that is on the list as well. So, and I think that is my roadmap for 2021. Very short stream. As far as the podcast for the Godfather of VR channel, I'm still thinking of subjects of what to talk about, but at the moment, I feel like what I'm going to talk about is the Medal of Honor situation. That game on Steam has launched to mostly negative reviews to start off with. They've kind of gone into a mixed review at the moment. That's where it's sitting at right now. It's got mixed reviews. But I guess in the beginning, the game was unplayable for some people. And I know that Respawn's trying to do what they can, send out patches and that kind of thing. But I guess what on the Godfather of VR channel, what I think I want to talk about relative to the Medal of Honor game is wondering if Medal of Honor falls, if it fails, will the pressure be squarely on Sony's shoulders to provide AAA VR games? Because we all know that the Oculus Quest has rapidly changed the landscape of VR to the point where that's where devs are flocking to now. They are flocking to the Quest and developing games for the Quest, and that leaves the future of PC VR in limbo. So is this a situation where the best we can hope for to get high quality AAA VR games, will we have to rely on Sony for that? So at the moment, I think that's what I want to talk about. But if I can find a subject that I think is a little bit better to talk about, then we'll do that. But that's what we're looking at right now. So I definitely want to thank everybody for tuning in. I think moving forward, as far as doing streams from this computer right here, where I use the Oculus Quest and is connected to the Air Receiver app, I will probably be going back to OBS Streamlabs, because sound is never an issue with OBS Streamlabs, whereas OBS Studios has been hit or miss. You've probably seen it. I've done several streams where there was no sound and the only thing you heard was me talking on a microphone. So and then there was actually one stream where the sound actually got out of sync on OBS, which so that's something else. So I guess maybe over the next couple of days, you'll probably see me doing some more test streams, testing the performance mode of OBS Streamlabs and testing the 2 PC setup again, that kind of stuff. And from there, I think there's no question that streaming from this PC using the Oculus Quest standalone, that I will be using OBS Streamlabs. But as far as from my gaming PC, right now, OBS Studio seems to be working fine with the two PC setup. But I will do some more experimenting, and I guess go with what I think is the biggest band-aid to get me through until I start putting things together next year, in terms of upgrading my PC and upgrading the streaming PC and capture card and all that good stuff. So I'll do what I can to get us through until then. But I definitely want to thank everyone who continues to support my channel, and I definitely appreciate it. So that being said, I've said it yesterday. I know a lot of big YouTubers are taking this week off for Christmas to spend time with the family, which is totally understandable. I will spend time with my family. I mean, my son's here with me. He'll be here for the next couple of days. We'll go and visit, my parents and my brothers throughout this week. But I'm still going to find time to stream games and do podcasts. So essentially, no, I'm not taking any time off this week. I enjoy streaming games. I enjoy interacting with the viewers. So I will still be putting out content this week, but it could be sporadic. No timetable. It just happens when it happens. But so keep your eyes peeled. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and boogie on out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. And sitting through this experimental stream. And I guess the sooner next year gets here, the better, so I can start putting things in motion to start having higher quality streams. That being said, I'm going to boogie on out here. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll talk to you all later. Wakanda forever. Long live the king. Deuces.